Hello everybody, so here we are at Nuneaton Test Centre. This is Vernon's Road and we're going to go around test route number 2 and well, there we are. We'll start off on Vernon's Road and come through here and it turns in then to Beaumont Road just as you go around this bend. Turns into Beaumont Road. This is test route number 2 of 10. And if you wish to access the other 9 test routes, then just look in the description box below. Or actually, you can now press the subscribe button within the video. So there you go. So just press subscribe and you can access the other 9. They're not all on there yet, but they will be soon. So from Beaumont Road, you have to turn left into Countess Road. You don't have any other choice. Which means that from this test route, you know, you can use the first couple of minutes really just to kind of settle yourself in, settle down, because you know you're going to go around Beaumont Road into Countess Road, and then we're going to turn right at the end of this road, and that will take us into Earls Road. When we get to the end of this Earls Road here, we'll turn right again. And that takes us into Manor Road. If we can get out, there you go. There's a car coming from our left and one from our right, so that means we'll just have to wait here for a second or two. And you usually do actually have to wait here. It's one of those where it's fairly busy, Manor Road. Having come onto this road, then we're going to go straight ahead at the roundabout. Straight ahead. Lovely. So we're going to go kind of up the hill. Well, it looks like we're going to go up the hill, but actually what we're going to do is we're going to take the next left. The next left is Merivale Avenue. Now this looks like a fairly standard one, but it's very tight, so you have to go quite slow around here in order to keep position. It's quite an acute bend, quite an acute junction, should I say, and there we are. It takes us into Merivale Avenue. Now once we're in here, then you'll be asked to take the next left. It's just past where this grey car is. This grey car's normally parked here. And there we go, into Bentley Road. Bentley Road is the road where you may be asked to do some manoeuvres. Or a manoeuvre. Quite a sharp bend in it. And at the end of Bentley Road here, again, we're going to turn right. So we're just turning right into here. That's it. Where we're going to be turning right again, and that will take us back into Merivale Avenue. Got to be quite careful here not to cut the corner. That's along here. Travelling along here on Merivale Road. Okay, when we get to the end of Merivale Road, then we're going to turn left and that will take us back into Croft Road. There we go, moving out and around. a mini roundabout here, and it's a new one, but we're going to go straight ahead at this mini roundabout. There we go, lovely, there we are, got by there. One thing about this road here, this Croft road, you'll see there's parked cars on top of the double yellow lines. Always there. No one seems to take a blind bit of notice. That's okay. That's where it is. Okay, so as we come along here, this is still Croft Road. We're going to turn left at the mini roundabout, and that's going to take us into Ray Woods, I think. Yes, that's going to take us into the Ray Woods. The Ray Woods is all one word. There's lots of speed bumps along this road here. So apart from keeping your position on the road, to make sure you take care of the speed bumps and take care of the car really as well as you're going over them. So when you get to the point when you're actually going over the speed bump, you want to be doing something between 15 and 20, and just allowing the car to take itself over. As we go down to here, you'll see the side road here says Shetland Drive, and then you go around a bend, and just around this next bend is the junction that we're going to take. So it's the next road on the left, and that's going to be Orkney Close. There we are, Orkney Close. So it says Orkney Close, but it's not a dead end. And we're just going to follow this road down. And around, it's quite a bendy road, and there's quite a big bend that goes around to the right here. Very important to keep position on this big right hand bend as much as you can. Of course, if there's parked cars, then obviously you'll end up in the centre of the road. I'm just going to follow this around here now. Turn left at the end of Orkney Road, and that will take us on to Heath End Road. Heath End Road. And most of you will know Heath End Road because you can get to the hospital from here. Okay, so the hospital entrance will be on our right in a few seconds' time. Go all the way to the end of Heath End Road, the road surface isn't the best, it must be said. You can see where it says the Horseshoes pub, then we're turning right there into the bull ring. There's a mini roundabout. Let's turn right at the mini roundabout. That takes us into the bull ring. Follow this road down here. All the way around, and then we're going to turn right at the roundabout here. The roundabout's ahead of us, we're turning right, so we're getting into the right hand lane. And again, very often there's a queue here for this roundabout. it's just a case of controlling the car up the hill and looking for the space. The idea here, by the way, little tip for you, is to try and work out when the lead car is going to move, because then you may find that your gap is there as well, and you can, you know, take advantage of that. That's exactly what we did there. Okay, so we are turning right this roundabout, so do remember to do your lifesaver look as you're coming off and move yourself into the left lane onto this new road. So this is a 50 mile an hour road. This is the A444. It goes down to where the main entrance for George Eliot Hospital is, but we're going to go straight ahead here. There's a second exit. Now the first exit goes into the services, and the second exit keeps you on the main road, and that's where we want to be. Again, we've turned into this road. It's a 50 mile an hour road. It's still the A444. Just need to get our speed up, making sure we're up to the speed of the road. So ahead of us again, there's going to be another roundabout. This is what they call the Griff roundabout down here. We're going to take the second left, and it's the one that's signposted for Hilltop. So we're taking the second left, Griff roundabout, signposted for Hilltop, and we're here now. So be careful here, because you don't want to be indicating. Otherwise it will look like you're going into the first left, which is not the one you want. The traffic lights are telling us when we can go, and they're on green, so we can go through here now. Careful to stay in your lane. And it's the second one, so it's going to be this one here for Hilltop. We've now moved into Coventry Road. Again, as you can see from the sides, it's a 50 mile an hour zone. So we've got to, you know, again, get the speed up, get up to the speed of the road, down here. Two lanes merge into one, so just have a quick look in your mirror. Make sure there's nobody overtaking you at that point. Today we're quite clear. See, it now starts to climb the hill. As you get to the top of this hill, the speed limit on the road changes back down to 30. So we must make sure that we're doing 30 miles an hour or below before we get to these signs. Ahead of us there's a mini roundabout. At the mini roundabout we're going to follow the road ahead. Just going to let this postman cross. There you go, you're very welcome, sir. We're going to go straight ahead here. Have a good look into Donnithorpe Avenue, make sure it's all clear, which it is. Think about the postman there, you know, for me, you know, he's on his work, he's doing his work, isn't he? So we should give him time and give him some, you know, be nice to him and let him cross the road, because, you know, he wants to get his day done and finished, doesn't he? He's got his work to do. Anyway, we're travelling along Coventry Road. And as you know, it dips down quite severely down this hill here. Very hilly part of Nuneaton. The people that live around here must have good carbs anyway, you could say that, I suppose. And when we get to the roundabout here, we're going to turn right, going to follow the A4254, 4254. For that we need to be in the right hand lane. So this roundabout has been, you know, recently marked out, hasn't it? It's been recently, they've put a road right down the middle of it. So we've got to look at the new road markings here. And we want the A4254. So it's written on the road. Now as you get past these traffic lights and start to go around to the right of the roundabout, you'll see there's this lane that we're in all split into two. So we need to be in the left hand one of those two. So as you're going around, give yourself time to look on the road so you can see where the road markings are, so that you can get into the correct lane. I hope that made sense. Okay, it all makes sense as we start to move forward. Let's just see. The lights will change to green in a few seconds. In fact, they're about to change to green now. There you go. So we go over the grid here, and as we go over the grid we must make sure that we get into the left hand one of the two lanes that say 4254, and that then will take us around the roundabout here. We're next to the curbs at this point, and it will take us off the roundabout along this road here. And this road is called Avenue Road. So that was a spiral roundabout. The thing there about the spiral ones is to get into your lane, stay in it, and that will do the work for you then. Okay, so this is Avenue Road and it's a 30-mile-an-hour zone, so we don't want to be breaking the speed limit. In a few seconds we're coming up to where Pingles is on the left, but we're just going to carry on. Sometimes they'll go into Pingles and do bay parking. So there's lots of opportunities to do lots of manoeuvres on this this particular test route. Again, it is a Friday afternoon, so we may get held up from time to time. That's okay, isn't it? It just slows everything down. That's a good pointer to you as well if you want to have a test where things slow down quite a bit. Maybe a Friday afternoon's a good idea. I'm not quite sure there's any scientific you know, evidence for that, but yeah, seems to be today. There you go, just let Mr. Audi go home. Following this road around now, it's going to take us up to the next roundabout eventually, and we can start to see the signs for the roundabout as we approach this bend, and we're going to be turning left at the roundabout toward the town centre, and it's going to be the first exit. Just checking to see that it is clear. Not quite yet. And there we go. We can move around. We're moving into Highfield Street now. And this is taking us back down now toward the town centre. Bends round to the right again. As you come down this hill, one thing you'll notice is there's a yellow shop there. at that yellow shop there's a mini roundabout. You can't quite see the signs for it yet. There's a mini roundabout, so we need to be braking, and we need to be getting back into second gear, because we need to have a good look up Lister Street just to make sure that it is clear there and we can carry on. Lots of speed bumps as well, as you've probably realised. Over the next one, that's it, and through the low bridge. This takes us down to the traffic island where the library is. We're going to go straight ahead at this roundabout. So for this particular one we need to be in the right hand lane. The left lane is like a left filter lane, only goes to the left. We're going straight ahead, so we need to be in the right hand lane on this particular one. But as we start to move forward onto the roundabout, what happens is the left hand lane disappears off, so we can move forward, and we're going to go directly into the left hand lane here, around by the curbs and around there like that. So we're going past the library, around this bit. Not quite sure what this bit's called. Justice Walk it's called, or is that Justice Walk? Anyway, it's around here. Again, you can see all these roads listed out in the description box below the video, so you can you know, you can copy and paste them, you can just study them, you can do what you like with them. I'm quite okay with that, doesn't matter to me. Okay, but it's a good little reference anyway. We're going to be going straight ahead at these lights. We can't really go any other way. I mean, you could turn left and about take you into a car park. What we're going to go is we're just going to go straight ahead here. And then we're going to go round. Once we've got over the lights, when we approach the next set of lights, we're going to go round to the left, and that's going to take us down towards Asda. If the lights stay green for us, we can manage to do that. Again, there's generally a queue here. Now the thing about this Asda Island, we'll make sure we don't stop on the crossing, by the way. That's it, there you go. So the thing about this Asda Island is when you get the opposite side of it, you usually have to wait, because there's a pedestrian crossing there, and it's very well used. It must be the most well used one in the whole of Nuneaton. Just going to leave a little gap here so the bus can get out if he has the opportunity. But this is it, you see, we're having to wait because of the pedestrian crossing there now. We're going to come off the roundabout, and already there's someone else standing there waiting for their lights to go, they can cross the road. Okay, so we're going to go straight ahead at this next roundabout here on the A444. So it's on the road. So that's going to take us into this one road, which I believe is called Rowan Highway or something like that. But it's the ring road really around the town. whilst we're here, we need to be changing lane into the right hand lane here, because we're going to turn right at the traffic lights, and that's going to take us into Queen's Road. So there's a traffic queue here. And we're a little way back, so I don't think that we're going to be able to get through these lights first time. In fact, they've just turned back to red now. So what can happen at these lights, and I've seen it happen quite a few times, is that they'll go to green, and because the first and second car are waiting in the centre of the junction, the third or the fourth car in the line tends to stop on the crossing, and of course we can't stop on the crossing, not allowed to do that. So we must be careful here and must be aware of where the crossing is. It's just where the traffic lights are, so we must make sure that we don't stop on the crossing. So if we can't get all the way over it, we'll stop this side of the line. Let's just see. So the lead car has gone forward. He's not gone far enough forward. The second car has gone forward as well. But now we can't get over the crossing. And it's because the lead car has stopped quite a long way short of where he should be. Lead car's moving on. Our light's still on green. Is he going to move on? Yeah, our light's on green, so that means we can still now move on and take ourselves around. So you can see how easy it is to get yourself just, you know, trapped into that and end up stopping on the crossing just because somebody else has not gone far enough into the junction. So anyway, but this is Queen's Road, and Queen's Road, as we know, is a 20-mile-an-hour zone for most of the part of it. And we're just going to follow this road through now. Okay, so we're coming towards the end of the 20-mile-an-hour zone, and you can see the signs which say 30, and it says 20 zone ends. There you go, we're back to the 30s now. There's a mini roundabout ahead of us at the top end of Queen's Road here, and we're going to be going right at the mini roundabout. Well, actually, it's more like straight on, to be fair. It's the second exit, but it is kind of on the right from where we are at this moment. So if you think of it, it's past, if you think of a clock face, it's beyond 12. It's more like it's at around about 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. So what that means is we must indicate right on approach. Now looking for this lead car to move on, and now we need to find a space for ourselves. Not quite one yet. She's going quite slowly around there. And there's our space. So it's around here, and Beaumont Road, which is second exit, is this one here, and that will take us back then toward the test centre. always know when you're near a test centre. There's lots of learner cars around. So as we're coming along here, what you'll notice ahead of you is a green fence. And as we approach this green fence, this is a bend in the road, and we want to use second gear for this. Okay, simply because it's quite a sharp bend, and also the road goes down to 20 just here, and also there's giveaway lines here. So everything is telling us to be in this kind of gear. We can go through the giveaways because there's nothing there, and we're just going to pull in and park on the left, and that's the end of Route 2. Again, if you want to access the other 9 test routes for Nuneaton, just press the subscribe button. And if you want to look at the route listed out, then you'll see in the description box below. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next video, but good luck with everything. Cheers, guys.